Okay, my next new project. This is a $5. Um, Probably more than I should have paid for it. But American DJ mini fog machine. I believe this is the 400 watt model. Oh, actually, I take that back. This was 750. I just won a light FX Pro. I think it is 1741. That was $5. So and like $15 shipping. But I wanted to get one or two of these to not really deal with Halloween props, but for another, kind of like the ozone machine, and possibly an after ozone treatment for disinfecting, but fog for disinfecting fog. And I figured, well, you know, I can use one of these. And oddly enough, after I started looking into actually this one particular purchase, I still haven't received the other one. I started seeing where they're being advertised, at least the Chinese ones, as disinfecting machines. So this one I just cleaned up, and I just noticed there's a little bit of liquid still. Looks like there's still some liquid in the handles, and they're kind of rusty too. This one's reported not working, and when I plug it in, this light's on and does nothing. But the volume was all spilled out. There's a little bit in there, but not a lot. So I'll have to get some glycerin and probably use that with decode, but I'm going to wait at least because I think I can just run water through these to test out. So my thought was for disinfecting, potentially you do like a final decode treatment because that's basically glycerin with a nano silver. Probably you can make like colloidal copper or colloidal silver with glycerin to use. And I forget, so I'll have to link the description down below, so check that out. And of course, make sure to like, subscribe, comment definitely if you have any experience with these, especially regarding disinfecting. I'm not super interested in just fog, but you know, mainly for disinfecting. You know, like say I get a mouse dies in the wall or in the attic or something, I can pretty much pipe this in or put that in there, and or nest. I know sometimes I'll kill hornets' nests and I'll stink for a little while, and I really need to find, you know, even if I do find in the wall and tear them out and repatch it up, it still helps, you know, instead of spraying Lysol, you know, pretty much. I can see where that, you know, codes, but with the fog, I guess I have like this extra level of confidence is what I envision doing, so I can actually see, like with the glycerin, one, the glycerin alone, high concentration, dehydrates, absorbs water, so it has an effect, and then two, whatever is put in with it to long-term disinfect. Especially my concern is with the glycerin getting past what I read is a 50-50 concentration, so once there's more than that, not as effective, and could go the other way around too. It could hydrate stuff, which isn't good. And then you read low concentrations, like the 1% or less, maybe a little more, I don't know, but 1% or less I was reading is actually used, even like the propylene glycol as a nutrient, and some bacteria and whatnot, pathogens feed off it. So, you know, want to have that extra whatever's in there and something that's not too dangerous, you know, definitely not want to mess with arsenics. But I can see copper or silver might be okay, maybe zinc's okay too. I don't know, I'll have to read into. Probably better what's not too dangerous, and it's not usually used as a nutrient either. So that's why silver came to mind. Yeah, so the first thing I noticed within the listing was the ground was broken off. So I'm going to open this up, I think. I guess I can check the fuse real quick. I think that's why that white FX isn't working. That doesn't even look like there's a fuse cover or a fuse in it, so I don't know. We'll see when I get that. And mainly, these things are super simple. I'll go ahead and pause and open it up, show you inside and explain. Okay, so basically just those screws. on the cover and the side, and the two on the switch came off. As you can see on the inside, there's still the juice leaked out all over from shipping. I'm guessing it is in the packaging too. And then I don't know, with these I wonder the environment outside, or just having, I kind of I wonder with ozone, that glycerin reads, that's my concern was, how does glycerin evaporate, or does it, once it gets too high a moisture content, does it not? And then at what temperatures does it need to be? So yeah, you can see there's going to be a capacitor I don't need to worry about. But I'll vacuum this out a little bit. And let's see, it looks like this design's fitting, I'm guessing, is going to be a pump, but I do see there's brass, so, or plastic, excuse me, the pump's going to be plastic until you get to the brass and the copper hose fitting. So, hose still has fluid in it. So I'm going to have to determine, I'll check the fuse. I'm wondering the ground might not be working. I don't know what would be a protection in there to keep this from working. Not grounded, but yeah. Oh, I don't think I've got a little rig where I can man. I think I just cut the end and then just wire on a grounded switch. That'd be the easiest. I'll do that and then pause to see what's up. Just to see. And then I'll check the fuse. Okay, so I wired on a new plug with a ground, and I didn't really check before I did that. I probably didn't do that much, more of a safety thing. I'm guessing the ground just goes straight to the chassis. I didn't see anything wired that needs to be. Anyways, main thing was I can feel the heater block, that's hot. So I think that's working okay. I'm assuming the thermal cutoff switch is okay. And should be, when you turn it on, the pump should be going. So I'm guessing the pump's clogged. And what's interesting with these is, the pump's not working at least. I guess I can remove and see if I can unclog, and that will get it to work, if that's what it is, if it's clogged or it's just fried. So this was one of those, maybe I'd make it DIY or buy. And I figured I'd buy for parts and take a gamble to see. I'm guessing the next one I get, the pump's bad. However, my thought was I'd have to buy a pump anyways. So you figure this was less than $20 shipping. Let me see, I remember. No, the one I just got was 19 something, less than $20 shipping. This one was, I think it's free shipping, $7.50 plus. I think it's it was around 26. I think this was 26, which is a little more than I should have just bought a brand new one. But with this one alone, from what I saw with the YouTube video, I'll link below. I think it's a different video, I forget, but it might be the same. Where basically the gentleman souped up his just by adding a bigger pump. So I figured I'll have to spend another $15 for a new pump. And it's well, dude, why didn't you just buy one? Well, that's no fun. I didn't, rescue, reuse, repurpose, save something. I wish it would have been nice. I know I've seen them more than once at the Goodwill. I could have got them for, probably $2.50 in a 50-day off sale, percent off day sale. Well, I didn't. So, and I get to learn experience, see how these work, and make one for myself, and I'd have to actually cast or home brew, more of the risky heating element. It's pretty much just swapping in a pump. Now, what would be kind of cool is, I don't know where it's at. I know I've got one somewhere. I have one spot I've got to move some stuff and check, but I do have an old espresso machine, and I wonder if that espresso pump would be any better than this. So I'll check this out, spec this out. I may do that in another video because I'm getting 10 minutes on this one, and call it good for now. I'm going to assume that the other one that's on the way, a little better price, but it's a $700 one, is $700, 700 watt one design. That's probably going to have a bad pump in it also, but we'll see. Like I said, I think the fuse is missing, so that'd be pretty cool if that's all it was. I doubt it, but hey, you get free stuff sometimes, that's awesome, righteous. Sometimes you gotta spend some money. You know, like some missionaries, you know, I recall very clearly when I was more active, a chemical engineering graduate, actually worked in industry for a while, decided to go into the ministry and did not solicit at all. I mean, that's probably one of my inspirations, to not solicit for donations or funds. And he just, you know, self-funded, went into the mission field like I did. Not high risk though, but maybe high risk in some war zone, because you get outside the country, there's also worse war zones, and it just flat out might be illegal in some places if you don't pay like jizra or some kind of tax, you know, basically, or fee to be a Christian in those communities. It's fun with international stuff, and hopefully in the United States it doesn't get worse. Anyways, be safe, stay healthy, and until next time, hey, save something. And while you're at it, learn something new.